Hey everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage, back with you again today. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers and to my current subscribers. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to do some altered playing cards. I was trying to think, what can I do today? And I was poking around on Pinterest and saw that there were some altered playing cards, and I thought, I've got those. So I thought I would play with it. And I love how the background came out so grungy because they will go great in my vintage grungy journal that I will be doing soon. Okay, so with that, let's get started. I have two different sizes here, the regular size, and this one is 5 by 3.5. 5 by 3.5 is the size of this card. So I can use it as a pocket. I can just put it down in my journal, tuck, however. I just wanted to play with them. But first what I did was I took my sanding disc that is on one of these pouncers, it's a Tim Holtz one, and I just sanded it down real good to get the most of the glossy finish off. So I've done that already. You can kind of see the, maybe not. Anyway, I've done that. I'm not worried about the back side. I won't be doing anything with that except gluing it down in some fashion. And then what I had was I have my Distress Oxide Spray in Walnut Stain. So I'm going to give this another little shake. I was playing with all this morning. That's why I have all my papers still out. Okay. And I just spritzed it here and there. Let it fall as it may. And then I dried it. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this, and then I will be right back. Okay, I have them dry. Now, the next step that I did was I took some water in my little sprayer here and just spritzed it around so it would oxidize. And then, pardon me, I dried that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got that dried, and this is the effect that we have now. Okay, and I just let it drip wherever, just whatever happened. Then what I did is I took some clear gesso, and this is just off of Amazon. It's Art Basics gesso, and it dries clear. It's white to begin with, but it dries clear. So I just put a light coat on each of them, and it'll kind of move the oxide around a little bit, which is fine. I have no problem with that, because I really liked how it came out so grungy on the others. And you don't need a whole ton of it, just enough to cover, and it kind of protects your oxide also. So yeah, just do it like that. You can see how it's moving the oxide around, and I really like how that's working out. And it did that on the other one too, on the other set. Okay, put that down. Let's do the other one. This is a real fast, easy, fun project. And I wanted something fun and easy for you. So I thought this would be the way to go. And then you can make it as grungy as you want just by the different techniques that I'll be doing. Okay. And I like how it picks up that color and moves it around. So there's no longer any kind of white on there. It's all, yeah. So I'm going to close that, put that there for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and dry these real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, they're all dry, and this is what you are left with. That is so cool. I just love how these come out. Okay, so then what I did is I took my paper distresser. I have a Tim Holtz one. I had a cheapy one for a while, and I just flat wore it out in no time. This one I've had for like 2 or 3 years now. I looked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've had it that long and it still works wonderful. So then I went around on the edges, and if it tears, that's fine. That's even better. And just distress the edges here. So you can do this with a pair of sharp scissors, probably even an emery board of some kind, or maybe even sandpaper. I don't know if you can do it with sandpaper or not, but I know for sure scissors would probably work the best out of all those options. Plus it makes these cards pliable. They're not stiff any longer. Like when you get a fresh set of playing cards, you know, they're pretty stiff. These are very pliable now. Okay, so there's that one. I just love how that looks. And then we'll be inking it as well. So we'll make it good and grungy looking. So yeah, the journal that I want to make is going to be very grungy. I haven't done one of those in such a long time. And so yeah, all these projects I've been doing, the grungy ones, will be going into that. So I thought, well, I'll get started now, and then I'll have all my ephemera made by the time I'm ready to put it together. I'll be using vintage paper, coffee dyed and tea dyed paper. No digitals will be in it. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. But I wanted to do the ephemera with you guys. Okay. Whew. That was a long way around. Okay, so we have that. And then I took my Scorched Timber Distress Oxide ink, and I have one of my dome foam pads on there. I really like how it works out. It doesn't leave any rings or anything. And I just really rubbed it on. And I have more foam pads, so I'm not worried about anything. And if it does stuff like that, that's even better. Yeah. Quick, easy, fun project. And I'll just get it really rubbed in there. Makes it look really old. There we go. Okay, there's that one. And I like doing playing cards. I just kind of got away from them. And I thought, gosh, that would be So easy. And if you don't have any playing cards, just get some paper and cut it the size that you want. Some cardstock, and play with it that way. There's no reason why you can't. Sorry about my phone, keeps dinging here. Okay. Whew. Get my workout with those. Okay, let me get this out of the way because it is full of stuff. There we go. So we've got the super messy part done, but I still want to put something down here. Okay, so here we are with these pieces, nice and grungy and fun. And I pulled out some labels and a couple of Tim Holtz paper dolls. So I thought I'd put this gentleman, he's pretty tall. I thought I'd put him on here with this little kitty cat, and I wanted to put this little gal on this one. So for the background though, I wanted to use some vintage coffee dyed music. So I had some out, and I thought I would use this on her, and I'll tear it at the top here. There we go, like that. And then I wanted to grab a piece of book page here that I have out for this gentleman. So I just want to tear kind of haphazardly here and see where we get. Okay, and just kind of tear it there and there, and just kind of, there we go. And it'll just kind of make him stand out a bit, and that makes her stand out also. Okay, so that's what I'll do there. And then, let me get the straps out of the way here. I wanted to see if I have any more. This is my scrap bowl. And see if I have any more cheesecloth. I have a little teeny tiny piece there, but I'm going to go grab some more cheesecloth where I know I have a whole bunch. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here's my cheesecloth. I coffee dyed this, several years back, and I have been working on it ever since. And it still smells like coffee. It smells yummy. Okay, so I wanted to cut some of this kind of haphazardly here, kind of saw cut it, so I can use that for these two things. And let's see, I think I'll just cut it that way and that way, because usually there's a crease there and it's hard to unfold them. So I just cut the creases off. Okay. And they're all coffee dyed, so don't have to worry about that. And just fray the edges a little bit here for both. See, like this one's all curled up here. So just do that. Make them kind of ratty looking. Okay, and I think what I'll do is on him. Now I wanted to I wanted to put some hardware in them like I did these. So I want to do them here and here. And I think on her I think I'll do it the same way. Because I like the number, even though it shows through just slightly, I like it showing through. So let's ink up this book page and get it down. And we're doing good on time. See, it's a fast project. It really is. I know I've left a few times, but it was just to do little things. So I think altogether it took me probably about 45 minutes to do those other cards. So that's not bad. But drying time and stuff, yeah. I didn't think it was too bad. Nope. This morning my husband was in the restroom and he was finishing getting ready and he looked up at the skylight and a cat was looking at him on the roof, looking down in the skylight. He was like, what the heck? Oh my gosh. It took off. But we're like, you're not getting our chickens, I'll tell you that right now. I think they could beat it up anyway. Oh my. But yeah, he finally took off, but it was like, that is so... He came out and he goes, there's a cat staring at me through the car, through the skylight. And I was like, what? You'd see a bird now and then, but a cat? Oh gosh. Only around our place, I'll tell you. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, let's put this down. And I'm just using art glitter glue. When I go to put these pieces down, the cheese pop, I'll be using the Faberfix because I trust it a lot more. Now, I want to see how I want to do this and how big a piece I really want. Let's see. Can do that. Yeah, I think so. And then, oh, there's a bunch of talking going on today. Gee. Actually, I wanted to use this on my little labels, which is what I did on the other one. And then I scrunched them up and inked them. So I'll do it the same way. Kind of fold them and wrinkle them like that. Make them look older than they are. And then ink it really good. Okay. This scorched timber is a perfect color for this. Okay, so there's one. Let's do this one. I like to put several on there. Again, you can do this with your scissors. And if they tear, that's fine. All the more grungy looking. There we go. And I think I'll go for this one. I like the coloring on this one. And these were cut out with just regular copy paper. So they're real kind of flimsy. Kind of hard to get the edge in there to distress it. But we'll get there. Okay, I think those three there. And then for her, first of all, we'll have a smaller piece of cheesecloth. And we'll do like that. I think I'll whack that off so I don't have to fight it. And we'll get this one put over there. Just we'll get these all distressed all at the same time. And then all we have to do is just put them together. There. And, well, not this ticket. And I've had these labels all cut out for forever, so I've been trying to grab them first, and I have them in pouches like that I got off of Amazon, and very handy. I have them in a basket here on my desk, them and many other types. So yeah, I really like it. Oh, I missed a side. I did. Come on. Okay, and I'll call it good there for now. All right, let's go ahead and ink this last one up here. Okay. Righty. Now, let's go ahead and get the cheesecloth down. And like I said, I'm going to use Fabrifix for that. I'm going to clip off this little end here. And I don't have to fight it. No fighting. Okay. I'm just going to smear it on lightly here. Okay. There's that. Now let's go ahead and put this gentleman down. Let's kind of get him edged a little bit. Get some of that white out of there. Okay, and then I'm going to put Fabrifix on that as well. Over here. And I want to put my metal on, so I'm going to go a little bit further from the edge there. Okay. And let's see what configuration I want here. I think like that. Okay. Now for this, I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Well, actually, no, I better use the Fabrifix because it is going over the cheesecloth. Actually, I want him over that, not under it. Okay. Here we go. And in here. Put this here. Gone through my Fabrifix really fast. Hasn't been very long ago that I had bought it, a new bottle. Just press it down good. Okay, and we have that so far. So I'll let that sit there and dry a little bit while I put this little gal together. Okay. I'll go ahead and ink it up good. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos I've been putting out. They've been a lot of fun. I'll be doing more and more different things for my upcoming journal, so that'll give you something to think about or try or whatever too. I hope you do try this in some fashion because it's really a lot of fun. Okay, art glitter glue. All right, and let's put it down right there. And I may just change it up and put her right about here. And then put this, let's see, put this here, and this here. With her on, I think something like that. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's get to it. Okay. Put the Fabrifix. Down good. And ink these guys up. The wrinklier, the torn and darker they are, the grungier they are. I just love it. I like the grunge. Before I started doing paper crafting like this, I didn't know I'd like the vintage and grungy look, and it just comes naturally to me. Okay. So I think those will go on there like that. She will go right about there. Okay. I like to plan it out, otherwise, yeah. I'm trying to make up my mind right the last second, and I'd rather just be able to just do it. Do and get her done. I hear my girls outside. I have a big window here in front of me, and I hear them out there just a playing away, digging around, scratching, pecking, having a good time. I was going to make them wait to go out to the yard, but they were just looking so forlorn. They know how to beg. They know how to get to me. Okay, I'm going to put her there. Yeah. Put plenty of glue down. There we go. Okay, and put her over that just a little bit. Like that. Tuck that back under. Okay. Okay, so there they both are so far. And now I want to get the hardware put in. I really like hardware of some sort in my projects. Let me put my glues away here. Alright, now hardware time. So this is We Are Memory Keepers eyelets, and I like the darker ones, of course. So I'll get those chosen. And this is my crocodile. And I will use the big hole side, which is 3/16ths of an inch. Okay, so let's punch it there. Punch it there. I like that number 7, so I'm not going to mess that up. I'm going to go over here and here. Okay. And then just put the eyelets in. Oh, popped out. Well, I'll look for it later. I'll find it, I'm sure. Okay. Is that the dark one? Nope, that's not a dark one. Okay. That's, all right. Let's try this again. There. And there. And then this one. There. And there. Perfect. There we go, guys. We got them done. So let me get this mess kind of cleaned up here a bit. Get it out the way. Well, I just heard it drop from my lap. All right. Okay, so this is what we did today. And this is what I did before. So I hope you enjoyed that. The process is real easy and fun. So, kind of glary there, aren't they? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate that very much. Leave a comment below what you think about these guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys, take care.